Good evening and welcome to the Roxbury Report. Tonight we're focusing on a collection of school-related stories which illustrate the opportunities and challenges facing our city. We'll start by congratulating the William Monroe Charter School for being awarded a $100,000 grant from Ed Vesters. In 2010, the school was designated as underperforming, the worst designation that a school can receive in Massachusetts. However, over the past 3 years, the school improved its standing to level 1, the highest designation. As a reward for its success, the charter won the School on the Move Prize, which recognizes Boston public schools that are working to improve educational experiences of their students. Two other schools, the Orchard Garden K-8 school in Roxbury and the Joseph Hurley School in the South End, were runners-up, and each received a $25,000 prize. Congratulations to all three winners. Following up on a story that we brought you in September, the Bay State Banner reports that Madison Park High School is in a stable position after a rocky start this year. The start of the year featured a staff shortage and a student protest, which eventually forced Diane Ross-Gary, the headmaster at the time, to resign from her post. The school's current headmaster, Al Holland, defended Ross-Gary by saying that people don't know how difficult she had it. He cited having to hire an administration team and 60 teachers in the week before the opening of school. Holland went on to say that the school needs a comprehensive plan for how to move forward. The planning effort will involve having school staff and administration work with parents and community members, plus securing additional resources for the technical and academic programs. Fortunately, according to the banner, Madison Park High School currently has excellent partnerships with Youth Build and various trades and workers' unions around Boston. As we learn more about the plans for the future, we will keep you updated on the progress of Madison Park High School. Turning to charter schools, today's Boston Globe reports that Boston charter schools are more likely than traditional school systems to suspend students, usually for minor infractions such as violating dress codes or being disrespectful. According to a report by the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights and Economic Justice, these suspensions constitute a high-risk disciplinary action that could cause students to disengage from their classes. The Globe notes that a growing body of research suggests that students who are suspended repeatedly are more likely to fall behind academically and drop out. The paper goes on to note that the Lawyers Committee commissioned the report to establish a baseline on student discipline, and it concluded that many schools suspend students too frequently and need to rethink their approach to discipline. Two of the schools highlighted are Roxbury Preparatory Charter School and City on a Hill Charter School, both in Roxbury. Roxbury Prep is reported as the most apt to suspend, subjecting nearly 60% of its students to out-of-school suspensions during the 2012-2013 school year. City on a Hill came in second with a rate of 41%. By contrast, in the Boston school system, just over 6% of students received out-of-school suspensions in the same period. State education officials had no comment at the time of the article. Meanwhile, Roxbury residents living near the Dearborn School have released a video as part of their efforts to advocate for the preservation of the school building. As was reported in a previous edition of the Roxbury Report, the City of Boston would like to tear down the current building and replace it with a modern structure that would house a new STEM school. Area residents, however, are opposed to the demolition of the building for historic, architectural, and environmental reasons.
This street, which is part of the edge of the Moreland Historic District and also very close by to the Mount Pleasant Historic District, is a neighborhood of wonderful mid-19th through mid-20th century structures, many of them houses. So if you were to walk through this neighborhood, you would find it a very satisfying experience from the point of view of the interest of the architecture. For those of us who live here, we value that.
If you would like to view the 11-minute video in its entirety, you can find it on Discover Roxbury's Facebook and Twitter accounts. Finally, we'll leave you with some uplifting news. Coming up this weekend, the McCander Project and Spark the Artmobile bring another Paint Jazz event to the Dudley Library. As the McCander Project plays jazz, event participants are encouraged to paint images inspired by the music. Painting supplies will be provided by Spark the Artmobile, which is an initiative of Mass Art Center for Art and Community Partnerships. The event takes place on Saturday from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. For more information, visit sparktheartmobile.com and be sure to look for the Artmobile in front of the library. That's it for today's Roxbury Report. We wish you a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Chris, back to you.